Thanks for checking out my video. If you want to learn more from me, I have a lot of classes on Udemy. You can find the links to a lot of those in the description. Hey guys, so today I'm going to be sharing with you one of the lessons from my Money Magic course. If you like what you see, take a look at the description and you can follow that to my website where you can find that Money Magic class and a bunch of my other classes. Going to do a little bit of a reality check with this kind of money manifestation stuff. A lot of times, especially if I'm talking money magic, some people and some critics are like, dude, if witchcraft was real and if magic was real and if manifestation was real, then why don't the practitioners have $1 million? Why don't they have $1 billion? Why aren't they the first billionaire? It's because something like that, something like $1 billion. Yes, I can say $1 billion, but that's just phonemes. That's just words. That's just noise. Can I actually conceptualize and picture in my head and translate in my head what $1 billion is? If you think about that scene from, I think it's the Breaking Bad, where the guy lays on top of that giant pile of cash and stuff. That's a lot of money, but we don't know how much money that is, right? And your brain can only actually remember like between 5 and 9 details at a time. So if you think about that, even with like short-term memory and stuff, when you have a picture of something, then it's very difficult to kind of process that entire picture, is what I'm trying to get at. So when we are looking for an intention that we want with our money magic, with our manifestation magic in this way, we want to think of something tangible. So if you are doing a spell for a specific amount of money, you want to be able to make it a tangible result. Like, I know what $100 is because I've held $100 bill before. I know what $50 is because I've held a $50 bill before. I know what $400 is because I've held $400 in my hand before with four single $100 bills. Get what I'm saying? Right? So it's something I can conceptualize. It's something I can understand. I could write a check. I could picture on a check something for a specific amount of money, but I wouldn't even make that too big, because the other tenet is magic can work incrementally, where everything is momentum, right? The guy that made it to the top of Everest first didn't fall there. He had to work his way up. And seeing as right now you don't have that thing that you want, it's not just gonna boom and hit you and fall out of the sky, right? You got to work your way up to it. So you want to think in increments about, I'm going to make, I'm going to do or manifest like 5 new clients, for example. Well, I got to do one at a time, right? It would be kind of overwhelming if all of a sudden I had 5 people calling my phone right now because they wanted to work with me. My phone would freeze up with 5 different phone calls. So that doesn't work. So we want one thing at a time. We want to work incrementally. We want to work in a way that we can process. So, like the phone analogy, my phone can't process 5 phone calls at the same time. It can process one phone call at a time. So, if my visualization involves getting phone calls, then I don't want to have a visualization or picturing something in ritual where my phone is ringing off the hook constantly nonstop. For me, that's going to be overwhelming as an introvert. So I need to think of a different way. So, I would think of the phone ringing, and then I picture myself like writing down an appointment. And then the phone rings again and I write down an appointment. But each time that I do that, I'm picturing in a different scenario. Otherwise, it's kind of like the same thing on repeat. If I just visualize myself sitting here with, oh, hey, you want to be my client? Da da da. Oh, hey, you want to be my client? Da da da. It's the same thing twice. Your brain's like, okay, that's the same thing twice, whatever. So the first time I might picture it being down here. Then I might picture it being upstairs. Then I might picture it being while I'm driving the car and I answer the phone with the, hands-free stuff. Each time is different. Each time is fresh. Your brain's going to remember that, and then it's going to put it in the subconscious. That's going to be part of your energetic programming that you're going to use to sending out towards the universe. So with our results that we want to be realistic with what we're looking for. So if it's a specific amount of money, think of that exact amount, and then how exactly are you going to get it? Think of the different steps. If it's clients, one client at a time. If it's, you know, that first, second, third paycheck from that new job, then getting that, nailing that interview, getting that job. The first paycheck, the second paycheck, the third paycheck. See how we're working in increments? And this is why repeating magic is also very, very beneficial, because we can update our intentions every single time that we go into our altar and into our ritual space, every time that we get there. So, you might initially want to manifest a job opportunity, and then you get called in for an interview. Then you go back and you want to really nail that interview, so you do a spell for that. Then, after you get the job, then you want to have a smooth transition to where you learn the job really fast, so you do a spell for that. Then, as you're working and you keep going at it, you're gonna gun for that promotion, so you do a spell for that. See, we're talking incrementally. We're talking being realistic with
Thanks for
your
checking out my video.
expectations,
If you
your
want to
goals,
learn
and
more
what you
from
can
me, you can
manifest.
check
We
the
want to
description
manifest the things that
where
are
I've got my
available
link
to us
tree
and
that can
doable
lead you to
in
all
a
of my
way
books,
that we can
my
actually
classes,
picture,
my
we can
website,
actually
and a
think
whole
about and
bunch more
conceptualize,
information
and
if you want to take a
is
deep dive into
at a
magic. If
particular
you want to
stage
learn with
along
me, you can
with
take my
us
classes.
in
We could do
our
one-on-one
process of
mentoring.
manifestation.
I'm also
But
going
we
to be
don't
doing
want to be
live classes.
manifesting
If
stuff
you
from
want
step
magic for
5
hire,
when we haven't even
I've got
manifested
that
stuff
down there
for
too
step 1.
with my
So you
Etsy
really want
shop.
to think about that
So
and kind of break
check
it all
that out
down.
and let's get connected.